Alrighty, market update time. Let's have a look at the Russell and the Nasdaq. Let's get straight into it. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader. Alright, Russell, Nasdaq time. Let's have a quick look at the Russell short term. No, the Russell was the weakest out of all of them, by the way, guys. Looking at all the indexes on my little handy dandy thing here, Russell, all the other indexes, Dow, S&P, and Nasdaq did not get over the 1%, not even near the 1% mark. But the Russell did. The Russell actually got the lowest pullback, 1.5% down. So that's actually quite interesting to see there as well too. Now, don't take this volume here, because this volume doesn't really do anything on my chart here. I'm not sure the reason why. I think if I go to like the IWM, is it IWB, is more like that there. So this is more like what I'm looking at there. But anyway, let's just get straight into what I'm looking at here. So firstly, guys, you can see that what is actually happening here, the Russell is very, very weak compared to all the other markets. So if you have a look what's going on here, big down move, okay, nice big down move, nice big down bar, good solid down bar, 1.5%, broke off this level through here. Now, looking on the short term, what do we actually see? Let's actually look at it. Let's have a look at this. First, we have this high, this peak. Then we have a trough. Then we have this lower trough. We have this lower peak, and now we're forming another lower peak with a down move. Not only was this down move a down bar, but look where it closed. This is really, really, really interesting, guys, to notice. If you actually draw a trend line, let me actually see if I can do this. Yeah, you actually can see that this round about that spot there is where the market actually could not close below. I think it closed below right there. So there's the market actually could not, the market could not actually, before the market actually had a lot of hard time closing below that area there. Now let me see if I can make that area just a little bit more. Let me show you what I mean. Let me show you what I mean here. So probably around about that area there. Actually, you know what? It's more. Let me do a box here. So I'm trying to show you what I'm looking at here. So let me extend this over to the high side. If my software will go ding 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 ding. Oh, there we go. I've got too many applications open. My my computer's about to blow up. All right, so so if you have a look at this, guys, have a look at this here. Just bear with me for 1 minute. So I'm trying to do this here. So that's probably the point of what I'm looking at there. Now I'm looking at the short term here, okay, guys. This is real short term. I'll get to the long term in a minute. Lots of stuff happening on this chart, but let me show you what I'm seeing here, okay. Firstly, what I'm actually showing you here is this. Firstly, is we have this trend line coming down through here. What is that? That is more lower peak, forming a lower peak. Okay, first thing. Second thing we have is we have this lower trough and we have a lower trough. So the market is a stair stepping down. It's actually going down. It's not going up. And a big selling bar shows me, hey, we're likely to get more downside. Bam, 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 thank you, ma'am, type thing, right? Now, why did I put this line through here? Line through there. So let's have a look at this here. All right, let's go back to my line, and I want to bring up two lines. I want to bring up a green line. This overall, this line through here was the line that I had, which was more like a major area of support and resistance that's happening on the daily chart over the last couple of months, probably for the whole year so far. Why did I draw this box here? Let's draw this here. Why did I draw this box here? Well, that box there represents where the market could not and has not been able to close below. Let's actually see if I can bring this up here. So you can see how the market actually could not close below there. It could not close below. The market ran down. It could not close below there. It closed right on it there. It bounced off it there. It bounced off it there and then took off, and then it came down. So the reason why that area is important, because it's had a lot of problems. So if we get a little rally there, we even just slide higher, we're likely to get rejection. This is talking like in the day. If we get a little rally on short term on the day action, we're likely to fail. And again, this may happen tonight. The market, the half, maybe the first couple of hours where we get a big rally up, the sellers are likely to come in, and then we're likely to be sold off into. And maybe we get a lot more downside. So, yeah, I hope we don't. Okay, I hope we don't get a lot of downside yet. Please hold off for another couple of days. I've got a large position I'm about to put on, and I want to put that on before that happens. So that's what we see there on the short term basis. And I hope you can see that. Now let me actually just, and again, I'm showing you what I'm seeing on the short term. Now let me open this chart up a lot more, and let me show you what I'm seeing here on an overall basis as well too, because this is actually really, really interesting. What do we actually see here? So obviously we're seeing this sort of action getting, you can really see it on, if I just take this off everything off the screen and just look at the line, you can actually see what I'm looking at here. You've got this lower peak, lower peak, lower peak, lower trough, and it's really interesting too, guys. You can actually see that the market is actually having a lot of problems around this level through here, and then the market's falling off right now. So, oh geez, then man, that looks really weak. Now, also, if you look at the weekly chart, this is the weekly line chart. What is it now forming? If it stays below here and continues down, what is it now forming? Damn, my cleaner is cleaning. She's vacuuming right near my office. Come on now. I'm trying to do these videos. All right. So what do we see here? We actually see, let's actually do this here. What do we see here? We see now a lower peak. Very first time we've had a lower peak ever since. Last time the market ran up and we got this lower peak action, guess what happened? Market came down. If we hold this lower peak, guess what? We will head down. If we don't soon to rally and keep it and actually get this weekly bar not down but going up. This is going to form this lower peak, and if this lower peak does form on the weekly, where we confirm on this weekly chart, we're going down, and this here is likely to be the start of a downward move. And again, you can see this sort of action through here. So that's what I'm seeing there through there, guys. And if I just bring up this chart here, I want to show up this chart before I get to the Nasdaq. You actually can see on this chart here, what do we actually have? We have this trend line through here. And as you can see that the market started there, had a lot of problems breaking through there, and look where it rejected right there as well too. So very, very, very weak on the Russell side of things, guys. Let's have a look at the Nasdaq. Nasdaq had a lot of pullback, not a lot of volume there. Stochastics is in the middle there. But what are we getting here overall? Let's zoom up, say to the 3-month view. What are we getting overall? We're getting stair-stepping on the downside. Once again, we have this peak, trough, lower peak. It's now forming another lower peak and now lower trough. Guys, I don't care what this is actually doing. This is king, right? Price action is king. Let's go have a look. And oh, by the way, guys, before I move this chart away, you actually can see why have I got this trend line through here. That was the trend line that's over here. And you can see how that when the market actually rejected it off through there, then we actually started to head down at that point through there. Let's go have a look at the line chart. Actually, you know what? Let's look at the bigger picture weekly chart. Weekly line chart. What do we see? We see it's actually happening. And last week I said this to you guys, and I'll show you again here. It's actually even fascinates the hell out of me sometimes. I love it, right? So we have, when the market actually had this rally up, you have this 1 point through there, and you have this 1 point up through here, right? So that was the very first peak after the rally up. This is the very first peak after the rally up. The market comes down and causes this second point through here. So we have this point down, which is the first trough, and we have this point through here. Then we rally up to make a double top, like this one here, rally up, make a double top. This rallied up, make a double top. So that's actually that's 3 and 0.3. The market rallies down to create a trough, lower trough. That's point number 4. Then the market rallies up and creates point number 5. And then we get a dump. Market came down to create point number 4, just like this here. Now we're rallying up to create point number 5, just like this here. What comes next? Bam, 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 bam. All right, so that's what the weekly chart looks. That's what the weekly chart shows me. So anyway, guys, bit of a detailed analysis on Russell Nasdaq. Russell Nasdaq are the weakest out of the whole lot, but this may be the start of some big downward movement to come. Trading is hard. Over my 10 years of trading, I've learned some amazing systems and strategies, and I've put it all in my brand new Grab the Markets by the Balls course, and I'm giving you 100% free access. This whole course is 12 videos long and almost 10 hours of the best systems and strategies that I know. Click on the image below now to get 100% free access right now.